Hey friends, welcome back to part 2 of interior framing. Today I wrap up the install of the furring strips, which are the 2x1 strips that I put in for mounting the ceiling and the walls, as you'll see coming up here. Also, you'll also notice that I'm still doing a lot of contemplating for my plans in terms of where things are going to go. The reality of the fact that, hey, I had in my mind what I wanted to do, but once I started actually doing it, things were starting to shift. So a lot of thinking about things and where things are going to go, trying to think a few steps ahead, and also thinking about songs that come to mind. Sometimes I'd forget to put music on, so I'd have a song in my head, I'd just sing it out. In fact, if you'll notice in watching me and watching my channel, I'll blurt out just in song, just out of the blue in terms of what's going on in my head. So stick around and watch me work.
I like to hear some funky Dixieland, pretty mama gonna take me by the hand. All right, so after contemplation, feeling pretty good about the progress. Gonna mount the little PVC molding here on these ceiling mounts, these furring strips that I have on the ceiling. Just on this side. This side, again, the cabinet's gonna go here, so the ceiling's more like gonna tuck on above the cabinet. And I also figure a way to adhere the ceiling in certain areas with some cross furring strips here. And then I'm also thinking about lighting and how I want that, but that'll come after I've scribed and cut out the ceilings. I'll figure out the lighting, but I was just kind of doing some dreaming there about how I want to space it out in there. This one's taking a little longer. I mean, most of them took longer than anticipated. I broke a few drill bits. The simple fact that I was trying to rush the process, and drilling through metal is totally different than drilling through wood, I've discovered and learned. A buddy of mine said you gotta let the drill do the work. And when I first started drilling into metal, I was trying to force it, just push it in there. And I broke a few drill bits by doing that. So now I just have to be patient and let the drill do the work. Again, this is not the most powerful drill, but it's getting the job done. It's just taking me a little bit longer. And I said be patient. This hole in particular, I don't know if I hit a reinforced piece of metal with something else behind it, but I could feel it trying to give. So just taking a little break, give my arms a rest, go back at it, and just, again, let the drill do the work. And it's just so satisfying. You let it do the work, you just start feeling that little give, and then it just goes right in. Feels so good. Sounds like something else in life. Just don't force it. Ha! Yeah, so satisfying. All right. Whew. Need a lunch break after that. Whoa, that was a little better. So I think on this one, there probably was some bracing behind that metal, which took a little longer. That one was quick. That was quick work. Wow. Okay. Moving right along. Another thing about this drilling process too is I purchased these self-drilling or self-tapping screws. Initially, when I first started experimenting with drilling in the metal, I thought I could just use these by themselves and go directly into the hole or whatever. That didn't work. I even screwed some of these up, so to speak, in terms of I basically just flattened out that tip there, trying to screw it into the metal directly. So what I found is what I'm doing now works best, drilling that pilot hole and then following it up with the screw itself. Even though it's self-tapping, it still helps a little bit that I have the pilot hole in there, and it just makes it such a smooth process. Oh, I forgot. I'm not ready to scrap yet. Need to figure out what I'm going to do in terms of another furring strip right here. And I think I have a solution for that. So how I want it to look, or the length of it actually. All right, so I have finished putting the furring strips on this wall and the opposite wall as well. And my next step that I had started on was I started scribing out a pattern for this wall here. And initially I had cut out I took a measurement, a rough measurement of the wall itself, and then I cut out some cardboard and try to scribe that way. That didn't work so well. So I have some contractor's paper, the paper that they usually lay down on floors when they're doing their construction in new homes, things like that. Took some of that paper, cut it up to the measurement, the rough measurement of this wall here, and then it's not as large as the wall, so I had to do some taping of the paper, and then I put it up. And then I tried to do a razor outline around where I wanted the contours of the wall. And that didn't work so well either. The razor kind of cut in some places, and then it was a rough cut, and then there were tears. And then I thought, okay, let me try this. So I took, what I did was I put the paper back up, and then I took a marker, and then I traced around the contours of the wall itself. That seemed to work a little better. And then cut with the scissors after that. Wrapping up the day today because, as I said earlier, I'm going to some friend's house for a little cookout and just some hangout time. Maybe tomorrow I'll come back and I'm actually going to redo that pattern for that wall there, and we'll see how that goes. And then I'll finish off that wall. That's it. That's it for the day today. I definitely could go more. I could go like another 3-4 hours on working on this, but again, I want to wrap it up and have some downtime. All right, hope you folks are having a great day and hope you continue to have a great day. Peace.